Hey Lakers fans, we have some exciting updates that are really shaking things up in the NBA landscape. The Sacramento Kings are officially signaling that they are open for business, and this could completely change the trade landscape in the Western Conference. Every single player on their roster is potentially available, with the exception of Keegan Murray and Ake Clifford, who are off-limits in any trade discussions. This is huge news because it essentially confirms that Sacramento is entering full-on rebuild mode, a fire sale situation that could offer some intriguing opportunities for teams like the Lakers. Now, let's dive into the implications of this. When we talk about a fire sale, it's not just about moving a couple of role players or fringe contributors. Sacramento is willing to listen to offers for their star talent and veterans alike. Players like Domantas Sabonis, Malik Monk, DeMar DeRozan, and even Zach LaVine have all been mentioned in trade rumors, which shows the scale of this operation. For the Lakers, this presents both a challenge and an opportunity. The question becomes, which players make sense to target, and how can the Lakers structure a trade that actually gets it done? One name that keeps popping up and makes a ton of sense for the Lakers is Keon Ellis. He's exactly the type of player who could seamlessly integrate into this roster. He's athletic, versatile, and can slide into multiple positions, 1 through 3, with ease. Ellis would pair beautifully alongside Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves, giving the Lakers a dynamic two-way wing who can impact both ends of the court. The tricky part, however, is figuring out how to actually acquire him. Sacramento's cap situation is complicated, and not every team has the flexibility to match contracts in a trade. You're not just competing with other teams for Ellis. You're also navigating the complexities of salary caps, trade exceptions, and future assets. One potential pathway for the Lakers could involve offering D'Angelo Russell or Dalton Knecht in a package deal. A combination of a young player plus a future second-round pick might be enough to pique Sacramento's interest. From Sacramento's perspective, acquiring a player like Knecht under contract for multiple seasons could be appealing, especially if it helps them balance their roster while they rebuild. On top of that, a package like this allows the Lakers to gain a player like Ellis without giving up a core long-term piece or their own first-round pick, which could be crucial for maintaining roster stability. It's also worth discussing some of the other pieces that might make sense in a trade scenario. Malik Monk, for example, could be an interesting addition to the Lakers' bench. Monk has shown flashes as a scorer and playmaker off the bench, and taking on his contract could provide the Lakers with flexibility while also giving Sacramento a way to shed salary. Similarly, Dennis Schroeder could fill a complementary role, providing defensive energy, athleticism, and depth at the guard spot without disrupting the Lakers' core. The beauty of targeting players like Ellis, Monk, or Schroeder is that the Lakers could structure deals that not only improve their roster, but also relieve themselves of contracts or create future trade flexibility. One of the biggest challenges, of course, is competition. Keon Ellis is a highly sought-after player, and not every team can make a trade work due to salary cap restrictions. The Lakers, however, might have a slight edge here. By being willing to take on additional pieces like Monk or Schroeder, they could present Sacramento with a package that other teams simply cannot match. This kind of creativity could be the key to pulling off a trade that adds an elite two-way wing without mortgaging the Lakers' long-term flexibility or top-tier assets. We also have to consider Ellis's status as an unrestricted free agent. Acquiring him would allow the Lakers to secure his bird rights, which gives them the ability to offer the most years and maximum salary in free agency. The real question, though, is what Ellis will command on the open market. Would he be satisfied with a team-friendly deal, or is he going to push for a maximum contract? This is a critical consideration because the Lakers have to weigh not only the immediate impact of acquiring Ellis, but also the long-term financial implications and roster construction. Beyond Ellis, there are a few other trade angles that could be explored. A package involving Dalton Knecht plus a second-round pick could work, but offering a first-round pick would certainly make Sacramento more aggressive. The Lakers could also explore multi-team trades, using the involvement of a third team to facilitate moving contracts or acquiring additional assets. Flexibility is the name of the game here, and the Lakers have some unique options that could allow them to outmaneuver other contenders in pursuit of Ellis. Another interesting consideration is how other potential targets fit into the Lakers' current roster. Players like DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine have been rumored in connection with Sacramento, but they might not fit as cleanly alongside LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reeves. The Lakers don't necessarily need another high-volume scorer who requires the ball in his hands. What they need is impact, depth, two-way versatility, and a player who can complement the existing stars. That's why Ellis, Monk, or Schroeder are particularly intriguing. They provide tangible contributions without displacing the core. It's also worth noting that Sacramento's roster composition is guard-heavy, which is why trading all of their guards could make Ellis more expendable. If the Kings are truly pursuing a rebuild, maximizing value from every tradable piece is essential. From the Lakers' perspective, this is a golden opportunity to target the exact kind of player they need while offering creative packages that other teams may not be able to match. Whether it's Ellis paired with Monk or Ellis paired with Schroeder, the Lakers can leverage flexibility and cap savvy to structure deals that put them in a strong position to add top-end talent. The key takeaway here is that Sacramento is officially in a fire sale mindset, and Keon Ellis is now officially on the table. This is critical because, until now, rumors often included Sabonis, LaVine, and DeRozan, but Ellis's availability was less clear. For the Lakers, this represents a rare alignment of opportunity and need. By carefully constructing trade packages and potentially absorbing additional contracts, the Lakers could land a player who fills a clear roster need while setting themselves up for both short-term success and long-term flexibility. At the end of the day, the Lakers' strategy needs to balance risk and reward. Trading for Ellis is not without risk, especially considering his free agent status, but the upside of adding a young, athletic, two-way wing could dramatically improve the roster. Pairing him with bench assets like Monk or Schroeder might be the difference that allows the Lakers to beat out other contenders and structure a deal Sacramento finds hard to refuse. It's about finding the right combination of value, timing, and creativity, and the Lakers have the flexibility to do just that. Now, when we talk about structuring a trade for Keon Ellis, we also have to consider timing. The NBA trade deadline isn't until February, but the Kings signaling that they are open for business this early gives teams like the Lakers a significant advantage. They can start exploring creative trade packages now, gauging Sacramento's interest, and even lining up multi-team deals if necessary. Waiting until the last minute might limit flexibility, whereas early engagement allows the Lakers to be proactive, which is crucial when competing with other playoff contenders who may have overlapping interests. One of the fascinating things about this situation is the Lakers' potential to use salary cap dynamics as leverage. Sacramento's cap space is limited, and not every team can offer a package that balances salaries while also presenting future assets that make sense. For the Lakers, absorbing a contract like Malik Monk's or Dennis Schroeder's could be a strategic advantage. Other teams might hesitate to take on additional salaries, which could give Los Angeles an edge in negotiations. Essentially, the Lakers can be both the solution to Sacramento's financial puzzle and the recipient of a player who fills a keen need at the same time. The kind of dual benefit is exactly what makes trades like this feasible. Let's dive deeper into how Ellis would fit within the Lakers' current structure. His ability to defend multiple positions, his athleticism, and his shooting potential all address areas that have been somewhat inconsistent for Los Angeles this season. The team has shown flashes of brilliance, but defensive lapses and inconsistent perimeter scoring have been recurring issues. Adding a player like Ellis not only strengthens the starting lineup, but also creates new rotational flexibility. He could start alongside Austin Reeves or come off the bench to match up against opposing wings, providing the Lakers with lineup versatility that has been sorely missing in certain matchups. Then there's the bench production angle. Monk, in particular, could revitalize the Lakers' second unit. He's a player who thrives in scoring bursts and can create his own shot, which complements Reeves' and Doncic's playmaking. Schroeder brings defensive intensity and veteran experience, which could stabilize late-game situations. By targeting Ellis and pairing him with one of these complementary players, the Lakers essentially gain a starter-caliber wing and a high-impact role player, bolstering depth in both the starting five and the bench. The importance of this can't be overstated, especially in the context of long playoff series where depth and rotation balance are often the deciding factors. Another critical piece of this puzzle is asset management. Offering Dalton Connect along with a second-round pick could be a fair way to engage Sacramento without mortgaging the Lakers' future. If the Kings are looking to accelerate their rebuild, a young player with upside plus draft capital is often very appealing. The Lakers have to carefully consider the value they're giving up, but if structured properly, this is a deal that creates a win-win scenario. Sacramento sheds salary and gains potential long-term assets, while Los Angeles acquires a player who fits immediately and contributes to the team's competitive window. We also need to evaluate competition. While Keon Ellis is highly desirable, not every contender can make the financial or roster moves necessary to secure him. Some teams might be constrained by their cap space, while others may be unwilling to part with young talent or draft capital. The Lakers' flexibility gives them a potential edge here. By taking on contracts other teams shy away from, Los Angeles could present the most compelling package. This is an underappreciated strategic advantage because it allows them to bypass traditional trade negotiations and appeal directly to Sacramento's rebuilding priorities. Now, let's consider some potential roadblocks. Ellis is an unrestricted free agent, which introduces risk. If the Lakers acquire him and he decides to leave in free agency, they could lose the value of the trade. This risk has to be weighed against the immediate impact he would have. The team also needs to balance roster continuity with new acquisitions. Adding a player like Monk or Schroeder changes rotation dynamics, and the coaching staff would need to integrate these pieces smoothly to maintain chemistry. But given the Lakers' experience and the fact that the roster already includes versatile stars like LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Austin Reeves, the integration challenge is manageable. The Lakers also have to be creative with contract structures. Ellis's market value will play a significant role in negotiations. If the Lakers can leverage bird rights, they have the ability to offer more guaranteed years and potentially a larger maximum salary than other teams. This could make Los Angeles a preferred destination for Ellis, especially if the team emphasizes winning now while providing a stable environment. From a strategic standpoint, acquiring Ellis isn't just about filling a position. It's about shaping the roster to maximize both current competitiveness and long-term flexibility. Another interesting angle is the potential for multi-team trades. The Lakers could involve a third team to absorb salaries or facilitate player movement, which might be necessary depending on Sacramento's cap situation. Multi-team trades are complex, but can unlock value that wouldn't be possible in a simple two-team exchange. For instance, Schroeder or Monk could be rerouted to another team, making the overall package more palatable for Sacramento while still delivering Ellis to Los Angeles. The creativity in these scenarios is where front offices truly demonstrate their strategic acumen. We should also talk about the Lakers' need for a clear-cut starting wing. While Dalton Connect has value, he may not solve the immediate positional need as effectively as Ellis. Securing a player like Ellis addresses a tangible gap while also complementing the existing stars. He can defend, score, and provide energy, qualities that directly improve the team's starting five and give coach more flexibility in rotations. The Lakers have to balance immediate impact with long-term sustainability, and Ellis fits both criteria. Explosive whispers are rocking the NBA world after Lakers head coach J.J. Redick reportedly lashed out in a fiery tirade, declaring that one of the team's stars will never play here again. Sources close to the locker room suggest tensions have been simmering for weeks, but few expected the coach to make such a dramatic statement so publicly. Eyewitnesses say the atmosphere during practice was electric, with Redick visibly frustrated after a series of heated exchanges that left teammates and staff stunned. Insiders hint that this outburst may be the culmination of deeper issues within the Lakers organization. Rumors swirl about disagreements over playing style, practice intensity, and the balance of power on the court. Some claim that Redick, known for his strategic mind and sharp commentary, grew increasingly impatient with what he perceived as a lack of commitment from key players. Others speculate that clashes with the front office over contracts and team direction may have fueled the tension, creating a perfect storm that finally boiled over. Social media has erupted in response to the news, with fans and analysts dissecting every possible meaning behind the coach's words. Some argue that this could signal a permanent fracture in the Lakers' locker room, while others suggest it may be a strategic move, a warning designed to shake the team into focus. Either way, the statement has sparked endless debate. Who is the player at the center of this storm? Speculation ranges from rising stars to established veterans, each with their own storyline and possible motivations. Meanwhile, former players and commentators have weighed in, pointing to historical precedents where such explosive conflicts either led to major trades or sparked a resurgence in team performance. The Lakers, always under the media microscope, now face a new challenge: managing public perception while trying to maintain cohesion on the court. One thing is certain: inside and outside the arena, everyone is talking. Whispers have become shouts, and the NBA universe waits with bated breath to see whether this rupture can be mended or if it will redefine the Lakers season. As the saga unfolds, insiders say that locker room dynamics are more delicate than ever, and any decision, whether a trade, suspension, or reconciliation, could ripple across the league. For now, fans can only speculate, debate, and anticipate the next shocking headline in what might become one of the most talked about Lakers controversies in recent memory. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.